Hello there, everyone. Oversoul here, and welcome back to Vertigo. Now we play as Old Man Cop Guy, investigating crashed vehicular device. Gas tank? Yeah. QTEs, baby. Bringing us back to the early 2000s. Or was it the 2010s? It was the 2010s. Well, actually, I know QTEs were a big thing in early PS3 games, but they were also in a lot of PS2 games like God of War and Resident Evil 4. Hell, QTEs are a main gameplay mechanic of God of War. The old ones, I mean, the originals. Some of you younger folks out there don't know nothing about that. You hear God of War and you think 2018, which is a good one, but technically that's God of War 4. Well, actually, if you count every game, it's more like God of War 7, but. Was there an alcohol
Son of
involved?
a bitch.
Yeah. Looks like there was. Yep. Gasp! It's a shooty pew pew device.
Adam, tell Harley to call forensics. We've got work for them.
Got their work cut out for them, more like it. That was a short lived scene, although most of it happened in the previous episode, and it was a lot of talking. That was the first time we actually got to do anything.
No!
It's too early, John. I don't.
Do you even listen to me when I talk? Oh, God.
Next week.
Here we go again.
Next week.
There's no traffic now. You know how it gets? If we don't leave before sunrise, we don't get there until lunchtime. I mean, honestly.
Next week, we should leave at a reasonable time. The kids need their rest.
You're saying that as if I didn't care.
Not again, please.
I'm their father. Are you saying I don't care?
Kids? There's more than one?
No one said that, John. No one.
Okay. You're not gonna win this fight. It's over.
What was that, a slip of the tongue? I don't understand. Kids? Why plural? And it wasn't a mistake, because then she said they, not he. So... I like blue. Holy shit. Oh, there was a baby. Okay, I get it. I understand what happened now. At least I understand what happened in the past now. I still have no clue what the hell happened in the present, or what was in the, or why history repeated itself like that. So his father, that happened to
Why
his
am
father
I
when
telling you this?
yeah. Cuz it's important.
It's important, Ed.
I like how my first thought was one of the actual responses.
It's not just the money, is it? You shrinks are all addicted to other people's pain. You get off on it.
Tell me about your father, about his...
See, case in point.
Please.
Okay, so they crashed. He managed to save his son, but didn't get the wife and baby out in time, so they both went over the cliff in the car. But clearly the same thing has happened again in the present. So Ed tried...
Aunt Claire really loves you, huh? If
He
she
tri-
brought me all those books, I would have never left my room. What about the birthday cake she's making for you, huh? Come on. Let's see if you remember the ingredients we have to buy. Okay. I'll say one, and then you say one. Baking powder? Eggs?
No.
Flour?
Yes.
Butter?
Yes.
Molasses?
Yeah.
I think I fucked it up. Hold on, let me... Can I like, where did that save? Because I don't want to, Am I supposed to jump over all of those and say yes to everything, or is there something I'm actually supposed to say no to? Does it count as a failure if I miss one of those? Hold on, I just need to know. Hopefully it loads me back in that scene with the car. My apologies for making us relive some of this, but I feel like I messed up there because I wasn't paying full
Why
attention.
am I telling you this?
Okay, yeah.
It's important, Ed.
Yeah, let's go past this, shall we? We already know. We already know.
It's not just the money, is it? You shrinks are all addicted to other people's pain. You get off on it.
Tell me about your father, about his...
See, case in point.
Please.
This is going to be another situation where he's sugarcoating the memory, though. His dad was a mean alcoholic in reality, so there's no way that he didn't mistreat his son and blame him for what happened. You know, because he chose to save him, and then the other two went over. Him being the only survivor means he probably has resentment towards him. You know what's weird is that he didn't choose to save the baby first.
Aunt Claire really loves you, huh? If she'd brought me all those books, I would have never left my room. What about the birthday cake she's making for you, huh? Come on. Let's see if you remember the ingredients we have to buy. Okay. I'll say one, and then you say one. Baking powder?
Let's do this time.
Eggs?
Yes.
Flour?
Yes.
Butter?
Yes.
Molasses?
Yes.
Okay. I actually paid attention that time. I just didn't want it to, like, potentially fuck up the actual cake. You know, that's the terms I'm thinking in here. Like, what if I'd said no to one of those, and then he didn't buy it, and then the cake turned out to be shit? You know? You never know with these types of games. Not like it's really that important, but still. I'm overthinking. I'm a professional overthinker. It's what I do. It's why you watch! Yep, okay. So this is where his dad offed himself because he felt guilty about. Oh. Just like before. So this is how he got vertigo, by watching his dad unalive himself. That makes sense. Spear Heights comes from trauma.
Well, I've held up my side of the bargain. Somebody must be exhausted from all that listening.
Okay, you pompous
So-
fuck.
Sandwich before going back home?
How about some...
You
R-
know, you do know that what you told me is not how things really happened, right?
That seems to have been the case so far.
Addicts. That wasn't enough for you? You need a double dose of tragedy?
If you're not willing to tell the truth, then therapy
Look at the
can't
spiral,
work.
please.
You got me out of the hospital. You're a friend of Robert's. But you've just used up the last favor I owe you.
All right,
So,
then sit in here and rot,
next
you
ones.
stupid fuck.
Sandwich, car, road, bed. Got it?
I'm not going anywhere until you're better. You're 9. Your parents woke you up in the middle of the night to go on a trip. You fell asleep in the car. Your sister is next to you.
Give me the reality of what
You
actually
hear your
happened.
parents, and gradually you wake up.
I'm... No!
Yes.
You have several plastic figurines. Can you describe them to me?
Yes.
They... are from... Please, no. No.
Wake up, Eddie.
Fail the thing so that... Yeah, there we go.
No.
Wake up.
No.
Wake up.
No.
Wake up.
There we go. It's okay to fail that QTE because you want him to go into the hypnotic state. Plus, I don't think it matters anyways. You just prolong the inevitable more than anything.
No, damn it.
I can't do this anymore, John. I can't.
Do you even listen to me when I talk?
Next week.
What did you promise me,
Next week.
For richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death fucking do us part!
Like it's about to.
God damn it!
Next week, I'm taking the kids, and I'm leaving. The sooner you
To
get it
be
in
with
your
him.
head.
Am I right?
I'm
Not
sorry.
again, please.
With Ginny's father. You seriously
Oh.
think I didn't know about that? That I don't know who he is?
Oh, so now it makes even more sense. I was, remember when I said, why would he not save the baby first? You would think like the father's instinct would be to save the youngest kid. But okay, now I get it. The baby sister is not his. The mom was having an affair, and that baby is someone else's. So that's why he didn't try to save her first. Resentment. Okay, that makes sense now. I mean, it's fucked up, but it makes sense.
There's nobody, John. Nobody.
You're not gonna tear this family apart. I'll tear it apart first.
Oh, he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. That's crazy.
Do you know why your mom decided to have Jenny?
I don't get it. She was just a little seed.
Here we go.
Before, you said your mother winked at you at that point, but actually, she only looked at you. Why?
She would do that sometimes.
Why did you forget the last look she gave you, Ed?
I don't know. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything.
Do you go from San Francisco to Cerro Lake every weekend?
Mainly in the summertime. The house in San Francisco is really small. And Dad says his imagination doesn't fit inside, so it ends up jumping out the window.
Especially now that they've turned his office into Jenny's room, right?
Oh. Another resentment. Okay, well that was only one scene. This is gonna be the other one, of course. I knew that already. The part where the car falls? Yeah. Or did he push it? He chose to save his son. Oh my god, he pushed it. I fucking knew it. He pushed it. Holy shit. And then later he decided to jump off a bridge. So it was a murder-suicide. He killed them and framed it as an accident. That's insane. That's a story for the Small Town Murder podcast if I've ever seen one.
She's asleep, isn't she?
You know she's not, Eddie.
No.
She's crying. Jenny's crying. Is she okay?
You know she's not, Eddie.
You know. You know.
Before, you told me a blowout caused the accident.
It didn't.
But you didn't hear anything, did you, Ed?
That's what Dad will tell the police.
Yeah, and I'm guessing he got lucky that the tire managed to fucking blow on the way down, huh?
Did you hurt your collarbone?
The doctor will say the seatbelt saved me, but it burnt my skin.
This is crazy.
Do you still have that figurine?
I'll lose it.
Will your father keep drinking from that day until his last?
Aunt Claire won't let him.
Aunt Claire?
She'll come from San Bernardino to take care of us.
Yeah, the crazy lady whose house you're in right now. Oh, that's it? We're not going to do the part where his dad jumped off the bridge? Okay. I'm surprised. Genuinely, actually, I thought they would be... I thought for sure that was going to be one of them. The last one had, like, 5 different scenes.
What happened?
And we just finished chapter 3. That felt a lot shorter than the first 2 chapters.
Ed. All right. You have to know the truth. Your father did something that...
Uh-oh. Is the sheriff showing up where we currently are? I think he is. What did you find on that gun?
He's in rehab. You can't go in there.
What did you do, Miller?
Sheriff Reyes.
That's me. What the hell did you do? Dr. Lomas?
That's me.
Oh, sorry. I have to talk to Mr. Miller. Could you wait outside just a minute?
I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but... Mr. Miller is my patient. Whatever you need to tell him, it will be in front of me.
I understand your predicament, Doctor. But it's serious. I wouldn't be asking you if...
I understand your predicament as well, Sheriff. You barged into my patient's room without permission. What's so urgent? Do you have a warrant explaining why?
I know this might seem irregular, but if I could just...
I don't care what it looks like. I'm not leaving this room.
Doctor.
Please.
Dr. Lomas. I'll take care of this. Please.
Let's see what happens. Shit.
Thank you.
Are you mocking him?
You don't like me, I don't like you. Let's get to the point.
That's not the right way to start this off. If you're trying not to be guilty looking.
Okay, Miller. 27 years ago, on Brody Canyon Bridge, your family...
No. No.
And now the exact same thing happens. And I'm supposed to believe it? We searched the car. No sign of a certain Faye or a baby.
The police academy isn't what it used to be.
Convince me. I'm sure you have their pictures on your phone, right?
It was the first freaking thing I checked when I woke up. All deleted.
Sure. Describe her then. Height?
Average? 5'8"?
That's are you asking or telling? That's suspicious.
Ethnicity?
Caucasian. Very fair skin.
Blonde, brunette?
Practically silver. Shoulder length. Straight.
Yeah, I mean, we did see her in your one flashback, but that's it.
Eye color?
Light. Green.
So, how did it all happen?
Here we go again. I was sleeping. Faye woke me up. Jenny had a slight fever.
Jenny?
My daughter.
Jenny.
We got dressed to take her to the hospital. We got in the car, and that's it.
That's it.
I told you, I don't remember.
Amnesia. Comes in handy sometimes, doesn't it? I suppose you know they ran some tests when you got to the hospital.
Enlighten me. What did they find?
Alcohol.
Yeah, right.
Well, according to the truck driver who saved you, you reeked of booze.
I hate this stuff. Can't even stand the smell.
Even an 18-year-old Durrell Special Reserve? Sedatives.
Do I look like someone who has trouble sleeping? I've been in bed for a week.
Antipsychotics.
I doubt that. Does Advil count?
It takes a lot of guts to commit suicide. Or maybe it takes the opposite. If that truck driver hadn't showed up, would you have done it?
No, I was getting down from the railing when he knocked me on the ground.
Had you met him before?
The truck driver? What are you suggesting? You had me confused for a minute there, Sheriff.
I'm
I
confused
thought-
too.
How is this guy who's been out to get me since forever the only one who seems to believe Faye exists? But I get it now. I stopped counting the amount of times you pulled me over for a breath test. Now you finally have an excuse. You want to lock me up for a damn DUI? And if you can also peg involuntary manslaughter on me, all hail the sheriff.
Involuntary manslaughter?
You're gonna have a hard time proving anything else.
We'll see about that. You are good friends with the Franklins, aren't you?
What? What have they got to do with any of this?
So did his father's demons follow him and he became an alcoholic too and ended up... Maybe it turns out Faye was real, and much like his father, he ended up killing his wife and child in pretty much the exact same fashion, but he completely covered his tracks by erasing all traces of their existence somehow. You know, deleting all the pictures and... but they say there's no records of them anywhere, so that's also weird.
Do you have a gun permit?
I'm a writer. The pen is mightier than the sword and all that crap.
Then, what's that Glock 19 doing in your glove compartment, huh?
What are you talking about? Are you messing with the little sanity I have left?
Do you and Samuel Franklin go fishing a lot?
Is that a crime?
Huh. You barely have any friends. Him, I'd say he had, what, none?
I don't know. A few years ago, I went for a walk in the woods. He was fishing. I spooked his fish. He ended up showing me the ropes. We go down to the river every once in a while now. Or he just stops by when he's bored. Just your average boy meets old guy story.
How do you get along with Esther Franklin?
We were close when I was a kid, but that ended when I went to San Bernardino with Aunt Claire. When I came back about 9 years ago, we started to reconnect. She still cares about me, for some reason. All right. That's it. What's going on?
I don't know if all that really counts as the
Mr.
truth.
Franklin is
but
missing. Samuel Franklin died from a bullet to the head. The same day you almost killed yourself.
And there was a gun in your glove compartment. Kind of makes you look suspicious, don't it?
No.
Yes. Just because you say no a bunch of times doesn't mean it's not true. So we gotta find a way to get his fingerprints.
No. If Miller has seen any detective movies, he'll know what I'm trying to do. Especially being a writer.
Son of a fuck. Well, what's a better way to get it, do you think?
Looks like he wasn't lying about this.
So am I supposed to take the cup without him noticing? How do I do that?
Miller.
What am I, Sheriff? A lunatic? A murderer?
Right now, you're just a suspect. We'll see what happens.
What about Esther? We have to find her.
A search party is all set for this afternoon. We'll find her.
And I can't even help. Fucking Vertigo.
How much of the vertigo is real, I wonder? So many mysteries here.
Too risky. He's right there. And it doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
Well, I don't really have any other options that I can see. Nothing else is highlighting for me. So I'm gonna open this door and see what happens.
Too many people have touched it. And Miller's probably the only one who hasn't.
Okay, well, the only thing I can interact with here is...
What if I handed it to him? With some excuse. To look at something. Maybe a picture of this Faye. What did he say she looked like?
He didn't say blonde or brunette. He said silver hair. Yeah, that's definitely not her.
There's something I want you to see. You could be a huge help. This was just sent to me. She was seen around the park. Is it Faye?
Those look like her eyes, but she was blonde.
Zoom in. Look at the details. Maybe she did something to her hair.
You're saying she's blonde now? You said she was silver haired
No.
before.
Sorry, but no.
Your story keeps changing.
Hey, Sheriff. Find Esther.
By the way, we found your cap in the ravine.
What cap?
The one with the stars and stripes?
No.
The plot thickens like molasses or pudding. Where are we for time? All right, we're gonna go ahead and call it for this episode. It just saved because I saw the swirly doodle in the middle of the screen, so we're fine. We're good. Anyways, that'll be it for this episode. Let me know your thoughts so far in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, remember to smash that like button. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. And I will catch you possibly on another day. Definitely at another time. And likely in another video. Okie dokie, goodbye.